morning. It is 7:07, not 7:05. It is 41 degrees outside, so it's not too terrible cold this morning. It is very nice and sunny today though, so that's wonderful. I am pretty tired this morning. I did not get up when I wanted to get up. I got up about 45 minutes later than I intended to. But anyway, I thought I would just take you through a day in my life today. A little more detailed day in my life rather than just getting like a few clips here and there. I thought I'd try and get some more detailed clips of me actually teaching and not just show you my day at school, but show you my whole day, so you had an idea of what I do from leaving to school till going to bed. So that's what I'm doing today. So I'm gonna drive to school. I should be there around 7:30, which only gives me about 15 minutes to get my classroom ready. So I'm not sure how much I can talk to you this morning, but I will see you when I can. Fiction. Fiction means fake or made up by the author. So my biggest thing that I hear you all saying when you're reading fictional stories is, that could not happen. You're right, it couldn't. It's fictional. Now, this is not realistic fiction. We know if it's realistic fiction, the things that are happening are things that could happen. But as you're reading, remember, I'm not reading realistic fiction, I'm just reading fiction. So it's completely fake and made up. So when you're reading, if you think that could never happen, you're probably right, because that is a very common feature of fiction. Includes events that wouldn't actually happen. I'm going to ask you some questions about what you read, and then we're going to move on to station. Let me find my book. Alright, I need eyeballs on me, please. Close your Chromebooks if it's going to be a distraction. Alright, first question. Who's telling this story? Whose perspective is it from? Bob. Now the other story, the one and only Ivan, whose perspective was that from? Ivan. But now we get to hear about Ivan from Bob's perspective. If you read the rest of this book, you get to hear about Ivan from a different perspective. So we're switching the perspective up. So Bob is telling the story. And what was Bob dreaming about at the beginning of what you read? What was he dreaming about?
Going down a river with Stella, Ruby, and Ivan, and they faded away.
Yes, they faded away. So you're right. He was dreaming about Bob and Stella and Ruby. They were going down a river, and then they eventually faded out. And what was the last thing Bob heard in his dream before he woke up? It is my lunch. I did not pick you up this morning because I had a tragedy. I smashed my finger in the freaking door. Like, look at that. That looks so much better than it did this morning. But it's like, you can't even see it. There we go. This morning it was like all purple and like still smashed in, but I totally cut my nail and like I went to the nurse. I was like, can you help me? It hurt so bad. And my finger was like numb and cold for like first and second hour. It hurt like crap. It still hurts, but it looks a lot better. My nail will probably come off or something, so yay. But that is why I did not pick you up this morning. So it is lunchtime. Let me show you what I brought for lunch. I have 2 clementines, a chocolate dough barbell, which is my fave, and then I brought a mini chopstick, and then I just have my water that I've been sipping on all day. So usually I eat lunch with friends, but I decided to stay in here today because I have a meeting at my planned time and I need to make a phone call during this time today since I don't get my planned time. So that's why I'm in here by myself. So I'm gonna eat, make a phone call, and maybe watch a YouTube video, or maybe just like sit in the silence of my room without children. The bell's literally about to ring, but I wanted to show you my outfit real quick. I have this flannel from Amazon, this shirt from an online boutique Very cute. Got it from my mother. These jeans are Old Navy. They're just the straight leg jeans. And then my shoes are Nike, and I guess the cool trendy thing to call them is the Nike Blink Checks. So I'm cool and trendy now that I have those. Earrings are Aerie. They're just gold hoops. Rings I wear every day, and my wonderful Band-Aid from my tragedy this morning. And then I have this bracelet from my student, and this from Etsy. You're not back here. I shouldn't hear your voice. All right, we are going to read a procedural text today. I wrote the word procedural because that's like a big word, but sometimes we can figure out the meanings of words if we take away their prefixes or their suffixes. Let's take away this one's suffix. What's the suffix in procedural? Yes. I kind of did already take it away with my finger on accident. So what are you left with when you take away? Do you know what a procedure is?
Surgery. Like
Sometimes it's a surgery.
I had the kidney. Something you do.
It's something you do, yes. Do you all follow a procedure when you do long division? Is there a certain way you're supposed to do it?
Not really.
I do.
I do it in a different way, so.
Yes, but you follow a procedure, right? There's a way that you do it, right? What about when you follow like a recipe? Is there a procedure, a certain way you're supposed to do it?
Sometimes if you're just gonna like not really like just pour it in. That's what my
Well, if you
family
just pour
does.
it in, it probably won't turn out well all the
That's
time.
what they do when we have like we don't know the measurement.
But most of the time you follow a
Recipe.
procedure, right? You follow a way to do it. So a procedure, my turn. A procedure is just a way to do something. So today we're going to read a procedural text, and this is a recipe. So we're going to learn a way to make stuffed pasta shells. And this is a real recipe. Thank you. I smashed my finger in the door this morning, so I have to put a Band-Aid. I put a Bruno Band-Aid on there. We don't talk about my finger, just like we don't talk about Yes, please.
Second hour, I smashed my finger on my locker.
I can't
I was
remember
closing
if I
it
had
and
like
then-
a black finger. I think I have before, and it's called like the nail came off.
Yeah, I'm worried my nail might come off. It cracked my nail. Okay, anyway, let's move on. Let's read about stuffed pasta shells. Okay, so let's start at the top. Let's just look at the different headings. We have 3 different headings here. We have a main heading and 2 subheadings. What do you see is our main heading?
Stuffed pasta shells.
Okay, your main heading is also called your title. Okay, it is after school. I had a good day today for the most part. My kids were not very into the lesson today, so it was kind of like hard to keep my energy up. It's hard to keep my energy up when my kids don't have energy, if that makes sense. Like during the lesson, they have energy outside of the lesson. But during the lesson, it's hard to keep my energy up when they don't have energy. But if I don't have energy, they don't. So, I mean, I don't know. It's hard. Anyway, today was overall a pretty good day. I did get some footage of me teaching small group and whole group, so you got to see that a little bit. I am running to McDonald's because it is my mother's birthday today. And she loves a McDonald's frappe. So I'm gonna go grab a McDonald's frappe, and then I'm going to go take that to her. And I might also run in the store and get a box of Little Debbie's because she loves Little Debbie's. So I'm probably gonna do those things. And then tonight we are going to my grandma's for her birthday dinner. So that is my plan for the next little bit. So I will get a few clips and I will talk to you when I get a chance. Okay, I delivered the flowers and frappe. I was gonna get Little Debbie's, but then I decided on flowers because she loves flowers. So I delivered the goods. She was very, very happy. So she told me that tonight at Grandma's that we're having fish, which is not my fave. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. Anyway, but that is what has been happening. So I'm gonna go home. I'm not really feeling a big old sweaty workout, and I don't want to wash my hair, so I'm probably just gonna do some yoga tonight, and then I need to do up the dishes and put some laundry, or do a load of laundry. So
she works now, and then she'll see me and be like, oh, like we're best friends. And I'm like,
It is 9:20. I'm exhausted. We just got home from my grandma's and I fell asleep in the car. I'm really tired, but I'm gonna get ready for bed and then go to bed. That's it for all. Oh my goodness. I need to go to bed. That's all, folks.